Let's talk about this first, since it's theme parks, and this will kind of segue into us talking about Star Wars Celebration. And also we can talk about this really quick because not too much was announced. New locations are coming to Star Tours in 2024. This was announced at Star Wars Celebration. And yeah, that was pretty much all they announced. They didn't announce what these new locations were going to be, where these new updates are going to take us.
I'm guessing Mandalorian related.
Yeah, well,
just a wild,
just a guess.
Just
Yeah.
Mandalorian, Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I sat down and I was like, well, we got updates to Star Tours for the last sequels, for the Rise of Skywalker and
yeah.
all those. So I was like, what have we gotten Star Wars since then? And I was like, pretty much Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Andor. So, and I don't think Andor would be that strong of a contender to be a location that people.
No, I can't see it really making.
Yeah.
And I think the interesting thing is the updates do not include Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah, they said Disney World, Disneyland, and Paris. Those are the three that are getting the new locations.
Also, this is great for Star Tours, but when the heck are we going to get another mission on Smuggler's Run? On the system that is, creates everything on the fly.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but it's just like, why? What are they waiting for? Because I can tell you, a lot of people have gotten tired of Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, it got old pretty quick.
Yeah.
And that's quickly what this conversation changed into. When Disneyland announced this, when Disney announced that the new locations are coming to Star Tours, everybody was like, "Yay, great!" But what about Smuggler's Run?
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons, I still ride Star Tours. Number one at Hollywood Studios, it's one of the I think maybe still the highest capacity attraction in the entire thing. And you go to Hollywood Studios in the evening, you can pretty much walk on.
Yeah,
Star
I never
Tours.
see Star Tours like over like a 10 minute wait.
So
the evening.
and the other great thing about Star Tours is every time you ride it, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So it still holds up to this day. So it's like
But
I said,
again, I would love to see Smuggler's Run get to that point. And I don't think it needs as many as Star Tours, but you know, 3 or 4 different missions to choose from.
Well, remember when they were first showing it, there was a completely different mission that wasn't in the attraction.
Yeah.
So it's like, we know they've worked on other things. I just don't understand, what are they waiting for with Galaxy's Edge? It's just, I got to imagine, I think especially in Disneyland, Smuggler's Run really does not get a big wait. I've noticed that. I mean, in our case at Hollywood Studios, we only have so many attractions, but at Disneyland, man, Smuggler's Run really seems to rarely have a big wait at all.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is coming. When it's coming, I don't know. But Star Tours is getting some new locations. So
yeah.
And they didn't announce if I'm guessing that these are just going to be piled on top of the ones that are already there and make it even more random. I'm hoping, and they're not going to replace the ones that were added with The Last Jedi and all those locations.
I imagine that's what it's going to be, because that is the one thing that's kept Star Tours relevant, unlike certain other companies, simulator rides that do the exact same thing every single time. Looking at you, Jimmy Fallon. But yeah, that's what made Star Tours still worthwhile now, even after Galaxy's Edge opens, is the fact you don't know what you're going to get. Every time you go on there, you get a different adventure, and it's random, and you don't know what characters you're going to see, what's going to happen. It's like I recently, I think the last time I rode it, it's like I got something I hadn't experienced in years. Mm-hmm. So it's that's what still makes Star Tours fun to ride.
The only thing I can think of with Smuggler's Run is it's the setup, it's the experience. In order to make a new mission for that, would it require any new pre-show elements with Hondo Onaka and that sort of thing?
I don't
Whereas-
think so. I
whereas-
mean, you could still go after coaxium, just the mission could be different every
Just a
single time.
different location, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's the only thing that I could think of is that the Hondo Onaka thing and getting on the Falcon. There's something there to where they're almost afraid to change the storyline, come up with different missions. But yeah, you have a good point. They could keep it. You're still collecting coaxium, but you're going on a different. Yeah, Tommy says it's fun to see who the spy is on Star Tours. Yeah, that's always fun. But yeah, no, it's very interesting that they haven't even announced any new missions for Smuggler's Run. But anyways, new locations coming to Star Tours in 2024 at Hollywood Studios, Disneyland, and Paris. Not coming to Tokyo for some reason. So.